Hey guys, today I'm doing a video on my guinea pig shed because the guinea pigs are now in there. I was filming some of it during the process of making it. We're doing it with Edith because Shiva and Asgada are not as willing to come into my arms yet as what Edith is, but she always nips and licks and does weird things, but we're gonna let her do that because then she stays still, kinda. So I decided that I wanted my guinea pigs outdoors because for like 13 years or something I always kept outdoor guinea pigs rather than indoor guinea pigs, and as soon as I started keeping indoor guinea pigs I noticed that my guinea pig wasn't as hardy to illnesses as what he was outdoors. Like my outdoor guinea pigs never got sick. When they got old they just kind of passed, whereas he got really sick and went through the wars and didn't have a fantastic end. So I decided that I wanted them outside, but during the winter it's hard with a hutch because you can't exactly sit in a hutch with them, whereas in a shed you can. Do I need to do a switcheroo? Are you going to be good? Are you going to be good? No? So we basically done up this shed so that it was guinea pig safe and Molly safe and everything safe. So on the windows we figured out that we wanted to be able to open up the windows when we weren't in or when we weren't watching. So what we done was we put a little grill over it attached to wood so that it could be open but nothing could get in, but all the fresh air could. And that has worked out really well. I like having that. If it's too breezy for the door to be open, then just that can be open and it still gets some fresh air. There's a wasp in here. So we done the same with the door, and we've also got a barn door, so then half it can be open, fresh air, blah blah blah, but then nothing can come in. Okay, it's called a stable door, not a barn door. And then after that we went round all like the shed with sealant just to seal up any little gaps and stuff like that. We also ended up adding insulation to the ceiling to help keep it warm during winter, cooler during the summer. And it has actually worked out really well. Like on the hot days when it's really hot out there, it has been a nice cool temperature in here for the guinea pigs, so it's great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So for the actual cage, they are in a CNC. It's about, well, it's a fake CNC. We basically got the grids off of Amazon and then Corex from Homebase or B&Q. I don't know the difference. And it works out as, I think, about 4 by 3. It's about 5 foot by 4 foot. So they have a lot of space to do piggy things, which is pretty much sleep and eat. The name of the grids that we use to make the kind of dupe of a CNC is called Tesbo. They're much cheaper than getting CNC and they do the exact same thing. Substrate I ended up going with half fleece because I do quite like the fleece, and I also bought cage liners, and cage liners aren't cheap, so I didn't want to just stop using them. So I do have cage liners in there, and then half of it separated with like a panel of wood is carrots and wood shavings, which I always used to use for guinea pigs and it's always worked well. My fingers are getting eaten by a hooligan. Oh. So overall I think that they've really been enjoying this shed. They have been so active, really vocal. They've settled down a bit more with me, although Sheila and Asgada still aren't keen on the picking up process, which is why I've only had Edith in my hands, because Edith is very much so the confident one. I also ended up doing them like a little shack so that it can be bundled with hay if it's cold at night, which it has been getting pretty chilly at night. So that's literally bundled of hay. I painted it with animal safe paint that was recommended on a guinea pig page, and they really enjoy it. It's two of their favourite places. Shiva and Asgada love it. Edith isn't really fun. So that is pretty much all for the shed really. I'm really liking it. It gives me easy access to them, to be able to cuddle with them no matter what it's doing out there. If it's sunny I can come and chill in here. If it's rainy I can come and chill in here and still have time with my guinea pigs. So it works out perfectly for all of us. It keeps them away from any dangers outside. The only thing that I do need to do is some anti-parasite treatment just in case they get any mites, because foxes do come around this area quite a lot and stuff like that. There's a wasp trying to eat us. So all the girls are really loving it. They are all getting pretty big now. Here's Shiva as well. Asgada will definitely not let me pick her up. She is very much so the quiet one. Shiva is kind of odd sometimes. She screams as if she's in pain when there's nothing near her. We think it's just where she can't see. I've noticed that Asgada follows her around a lot, and I don't know if that's her trying to help her out. If there's food being put out, then she very obviously is sticking her head up into the air to sniff, and one of the guinea pigs will always kind of squeak out and she'll come running. So I don't know if they're trying to help her out or if they just in general are helping out each other anyway, or if it's because they can sense that she can't see anything. But she's doing really, really well anyway, aren't she? She did have a little eye problem last month. I think that Edith popcorned and kicked Shiva in the eye because she had a really nasty scratch on her eye. They're all also gaining a lot of weight, if you can't tell. It's because they're greedy. They eat more than what any of my boys ever ate. Their appetites are just huge. And here is little Asgada too. I managed to get her to come and give a little cuddle. Not as much of a cuddle as Edith. Yeah. Here's Asgada. She is looking healthy too. She is just the much more shy one. Don't bite me. Okay. Well, I think that's it for this video anyway. Well, I'm going to end this video here and sort out the maniacs because I had to move all their stuff to get them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're wondering how to keep your guinea pigs indoor, it is great, but I think shed has been my favourite out of all the ways that I've tried because it's their own little space and I can give them a bigger space out here and still be able to get lots of cuddles. Yeah. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.